Tomb of the Annihilation campaign. I'm happy to have all you guys here. And why don't we start off by introducing our players? Ridley, why don't you introduce yourself first?
Hey, I'm Aaron. I'll be playing Ridley Copperfingers, our resident halfling. Looking forward to playing with everybody.
All right. How about you, Tristan?
All right. I'm Brandon. I go by Judge, and I'm playing a paladin, an honorable knight, lawful good, literally. And I enjoy D&D, and I like concocting, grand schemes and stuff. So it should be fun.
All right. And Yarrow.
Hi, everyone. I'm playing Yarrow. My name's Julia. And I've done a couple campaigns with Ollie before, but this is the first time in a while. Just happy to just be a part of it, play a fun character. I think she's going to be a lot of fun. She is a Swift Stride Shifter Ranger.
Wonderful. And we have one more his name is Millen or Miguel. He is playing Swamp, a monk, Kenku monk. And when he gets here, we'll definitely pick him up. But for now, let us begin. Yarrow. A letter sat in her pocket, its edges worn from where she folded and unfolded countless times. Yara wasn't much for orders, but this was different. She had spent her life chasing monsters, proving that she was a real hunter, not the prey. And now, the Emerald Enclave had called upon her to hunt something far worse than the beast lurking in the forest. A sickness, a curse, a hunt, and with no known quarry. And it had led her here on this rattling train, barreling south towards Boulder's Gate. The train cuts through the vast countryside, hissing as the barrels along the worn tracks towards Boulder's Gate. The sky outside is bruised with light, the last light of the day, deep oranges fading into purples as the sun sinks lower. The inside of the carriage is quiet, but tense. Filled with travelers of all sorts, merchants, mercenaries, shadowy figures, keeping to themselves. Yarrow, she sat in a corner booth, her back against the wall, her hood pulled over, low, over her feline features. She didn't like trains, too many smells, too much iron, too many people crammed into a place. But it was the fastest way to the coast, and she wasn't one to waste time. Her golden eye flickered as it crossed the room, sizing up the passengers like prey. Most were harmless, a noblewoman fanning herself with the luggage, a pair of drunken sailors swapping and exchanging stories, but there were others, hushed voices behind the doors, her fingers wrapped around the cloak. She did not want to be noticed. Time passed. She pulled a letter from her pocket and ran her thumbs over again. It read, you are to make your way to Boulder's Gate and board the ship to Chult. Be discreet. Not everyone will welcome an outsider. The hunt is waiting. Do not disappoint. She had never been to Chult, but she'd heard stories. A land far away with monsters the world has never seen. She licked her lips. Good. Let them try to kill me. The Emerald Enclave had chosen her because they needed a predator, someone who didn't hesitate when the hunt began. And Yarrow, she spent her whole life proving she was the deadliest thing in the wild. But even as she embraced the thrill of the challenge, there was something about this hunt that unsettled her. Heroes were missing. The ones that were supposed to be unstoppable, gone. That meant something was out there hunting them. if the predator was in Chult and it was strong enough to take out some of the best hunters in the realm, then the world's greatest challenge led before her. And she grinned. Finally, a worthy hunt. Yarrow, as you exit the train from the station, you're met with nobody there, and it kind of seems packed. A lot of people are around, a lot of smells. You are familiar with the city, but Baldur's Gate is a metropolis, and you haven't been here in years. Smells pungent reek through the air as you try to find one named Gideon. Given to you a description. She was a short woman wearing a cloak, holding a sign. But you don't seem to see her as you walk through the train station and head out into the cities of Baldur's Gate. As you walk through as you walk through the town, as you walk through the city, you find yourself both amused and a little lost. You're not one to usually get lost, but for this particular day, you'd been rushing to get on the train and forgot the schedule, and you weren't really paying attention as you were making your way down a side alley looking for this person. You start asking everyone around if they've seen this person. No one really seems to know. And as you make a corner, you bump into what looks like a large man wearing a chainmail and has looks like a chime hammer. Standing beside him is what looks like a raven person, a short halfling human, and two humans, darker skinned. They bump into you, and the lot of you meet.
Oof. What? Oh, I do believe somebody has hit my armor.
I apologize.
It looks like we found our final member. Yarrow, right?
Yes.
I'm Gideon. Pleasure to meet you. No, you don't know me, but I know you. The name's Gideon, and you were brought here by the Emerald Enclave on behalf of Lady Syndra Silvane. Sorry, let me get my notes.
I guess this saves me the trouble of having to hunt you down.
Yes, quite a coincidence. Well, to give you the short over, this is your party. As you look, you see a very interesting bunch. One of the wizards, or one of the men wearing a blue robe, offers a hand to help you up. Sorry about that.
She hesitates for a moment, staring at the man's hand.
It's all right. I'm not going to hurt you.
Reluctantly, a clawed hand comes out, takes his hand.
He pulls her up and brushes her off a little. My name's Kaelin. Pleasure to meet you, Kaelin Jimison. And this is my stupid cousin Derek. Hello, my name's Derek. Pleasure to meet you. The two humans, dark-skinned humans, they look similar. They look familial. They
tell me we brought Derek. Oh, God damn it!
They look familial. Ah, right. Yes. Well, the idea was Lady Syndra Silvane, but all right. So the lot of you are with me today to come along and do what you need to do. Follow me. I hope the lot of you are ready.
Citrus goes, I am born ready.
Great to hear. Great to hear. And so Derek, Gideon, and the lot of you walk through the town of Baldur's Gate up into what seems to be a large tower, looking over the majority of the city. As they let you in, you guys enter a what looks like pretty basic like library floor access level, as you see a bunch of people in robes and other procurements, actively working. And Derek goes, welcome to the Hoppers headquarters here, the low levels of the library, but Lady Silvane is upstairs. One moment, I'll lot you. I'm going to inform her you're here. Derek walks off, as does Gideon, and a lot of you are staring at each other.
So Tristan breaks the silence. So, who wants to hear about family stories? It's like I have all my children have grown up. They're out in the countryside, and you want to see some pictures?
Oh, you want to hear about family stories? I got an uncle who got into a relationship with a mermaid. Real drama. Oh man, I could tell you about it for hours. So many things. Oh, you're talking about like kids and no, ew, no, thank you. But okay, yeah, they look cute. They look cute.
Like, yes, I have. Like, Sir Tristan searches his armor and pulls out a little book and he shows, some drawings that he drew of his children. It's like, that young one over there, that girl over there, she's joined my military order and she's become a great, what's it called? A newfangled magic user, an artificer, yeah.
Oh, like they pay you to make things explode? That's pretty dope. I like that.
Yeah, she works on a road crew now. She's, she's a part of a military unit, but they also do roadware repairs. Totally novel. I'll full disclosure, I pissed off a lot of the military elite, creating a military order to do nothing but pave roads. But you would not believe how effective that is.
Well, you underestimate how effective I think paying people off is. It's quite effective. Now, that being said, I'm curious about our new friend over here. Yara, was it? Well, welcome to the train car. It's a little crowded in here, but yeah, let's hear about you.
There's not much to it.
It's
I
just a
have
ghost.
things.
So just a ghost. I heard much about the Emerald Enclave, mostly because I had a wizard that burned one of your forests to the ground, real terrorist. We're really sorry about that. Yeah. I did jail her multiple times, but yeah.
She waves her hand. I myself am not part of the Enclave.
So you're a hired contractor, right?
Correct.
Right, and a lot of us are. I mean, I was hired by the Harpers to come do this mission to find the demon fruit, but it seems that demon fruits are fucking not real, I guess.
They're only not real if people won't pay for them. You get me? I'm telling you, I'm still trying to work this angle. I got looking into buying some acrylics when we get down into wherever we're going. What is it, Chult? Chult or something?
Yeah,
Anybody
Chult.
know anything about this place?
Not really.
I hear it's warm. I hear it's like pleasantly warm.
Dangerous. Monsters everywhere. That's about all I know.
A lot of you guys see Derek come back. Hey guys, so seems like Lady Silvane is ready for you. Follow me this way. He leads you guys up to a flight where you guys see a woman cloaked standing over what looks like a magic table. A lot of you walk in and stand around with Derek and excuse me, Derek and Kaylin. Oh, wonderful. Finally, young people who competent. It's been a while. Well, my name is Lady Syndra Silvane, and I am let's say a friend of an organization known as Mordecai's Vanguard. Thank you for coming. I know you all have questions, and I will answer them as best as I can. My condition, she pauses as her voice catches momentarily, is a result of something dark, something far-reaching. They call it a death curse. It drains those of us who have been brought back from the dead. Each day I grow weaker. And I'm not alone in this plight. Across the realms, others who were once resurrected are crumbling, succumbing to the same affection. She takes off her glove of her hand and spreads it towards the table. As you guys see, her hands are what look like, you know, have you ever seen like someone who is suffering from what is these called when your muscles deteriorate over time? I forget what it's called.
Atrophy.
Arthritis.
Atrophy.
Yeah, atrophy. As her body is like slowly withering away. I recently came in contact with an organization known as Mordecai's Vanguard, a coalition of powerful wizards committed to maintaining the balance of the realm. They believe the source of this curse lies in a distant land of Chult. While they shared little else, they spoke of a grave danger, something that threatens not only me, the very fabric of life and death itself. She leans forward slightly as she starts to take out a map. She has a silver mask that's catching over the illuminated light in the room. One of their own, a trusted ally, ventured to Chult to investigate a strange occurrence. He sent word of what he found, fragments of a report that hinted that the source of the affliction, but we're not too sure. Tried using magical means to get there, but every time we try, it seems there's something guarding the continent itself, blocking us from being able to see what's happening on the inside. That was the very last time we heard from him. The Vanguard had tasked me with uncovering the truth, but my condition can barely leave this room, let alone travel to Chult. She fixed her eyes on each of the players in turn. This is why I need a lot of you. I'm offering you a chance to take up this mission, journey to Chult, and follow my clues and the clues I've given for my contact down in Chult, and discover the source of the death curse. I've placed a bounty upon this investigation, and one that promises a reward, but will probably set the lot of you into retirement if you're able to complete it. But this says something more profound. The world needs someone who can make a difference. Her voice grows softer and more resolute. Make no mistake, this is no ordinary expedition. Chult is a savage land, unforgiving. It teems with monsters, ancient ruins, and dangers that few survive. You'll need to rely on each other and your wits to navigate their perils. I can provide you a map, resources, and knowledge, but the rest will be up to you. She hands over to you guys. She reaches out to a rolled up map and puts it on the table, unfurls it, and hands it to you guys. This is the map I have, though it's partially correct. I'm so partially filled. The peninsula itself is particularly unknown, so you guys will have to take this map and fill it yourselves as you travel through the countryside. I warn you, though, the map is priceless. Not too many people have something along lines this in Chult, from my understanding, according to the person the harp told me about. Seek out one of the merchant princes in Port Nyanzaru. He'll reveal himself to you. His name goes by many. So, the Harpers are quietly investigating this to have a cure the curse themselves. Her voice starts to tremble slightly, and the weight of her words are clear. I do not know what you will find in Chult. Perhaps salvation, perhaps ruin. But I believe with your strengths and your courage, then I I have no choice but to believe in you. Countless lives depend on you, and as does mine. He leans back, standing straight up, showing you guys the map. Go, prepare yourselves. May the gods guide your path. Any questions?
Yes, definitely. Questions. Anybody else want to go first, though?
So just to go, I think our mission is pretty clear, is it not?
Well, we're missing one important piece of information. I was told a bounty that would move us into retirement. What about those of us with, say, who plan to have expensive tastes when we're in our elder ages? Think that will... How much we talking? That's what I want to know. How much we talking?
How much would you want to save the world, young man?
I told you, enough to be very, very comfortable in my old age. If you're asking me to save the world, that's a pretty big ask. I was just hoping to... I don't know, but I'm sure you could make it worth my while.
In your while it will be. Worry not. When you return, riches untold will be given to you, with no qualms or quarries.
Can I insight check? Because Ridley is somebody who does not believe somebody who's, giving him... He expects to be scammed by people offering him money.
Go ahead.
Okay. Insight. Yikes.
Yeah, she's not lying. I mean, at least you can tell she's not lying.
Well, okay, I'm going to wander back to my crew and be like, okay, she's being very unspecific here, but I heard the words ruins, and I think we might be able to find our own treasure if nothing else. This ain't a bad idea. And then I kind of turn back to her. You're going to pay for us to get there and back, right?
All right, your passage has been already taken care of. Caden will be guiding you there.
Boom.
Derek, I need you to stay here. I have to talk to you. All right. Yeah, sure, right away. Hey, Kaylin, why don't you take the rest of these guys out down to the tavern and maybe head them over to the ship. It's getting pretty late and looks like we have about 10 minutes before we set out. The lady Syndra Silvane reaches into her pocket and brings out a patch of gold and gives you guys each 100 gold pieces. This should start you off fine. If you need anything else, you should be able to make it on your own. You're adults. You not?
It just goes, absolutely. It's like, I'm excited. As far as I'm concerned, the journey itself will be enriching for me.
Yeah, what he said.
So just goes, oh, please, you're just in it for the money. I mean, granted, there's nothing wrong with that, but,
I like adventure and shit. Yeah. Adventure. Nothing to do with the money. I'm here for the goodness, saving the world or something. That's what I was told.
So just because you're running from something, I don't know what, but you're running from somebody.
Oh, come on. We're all running from something, ain't we? Look at you, tall man. You think you got on a boat into the middle of the ocean? You think you're getting on a boat in the middle of the ocean without running for something? I don't know. Well, I'm sure we'll find out more about each other. Don't worry.
As you guys walk and talk, revealed to you is the map of Chult. You guys see this map empty but large, and the shining sea seems to be the only thing that is known to you at this moment. Out of context, out of character, I will be placing this map updated as you guys travel in Discord, so you guys can keep track of everything. if you'd like, I can give it to you as a handout in Roll20 if you want to keep a look at it on your own. But this is the map given to you by Lady Silvina.
By the way, do you have Roll20 launched?
Yes, I do.
Okay, because I don't see it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I'm seeing it. So
I went through Roll20 on a side browser and I can see it.
Okay, Judge, why don't you leave the activity? Yeah, and just join on your browser.
So this is the priceless map, quote unquote, huh?
Correct.
All right. Somebody should not give this to Ridley.
Yeah, Kaylin has the map currently.
That is safer for the party.
Sorry, guys. All right. Kaylin walks you guys back downstairs as you make your way to the docks. As you guys get ready to set sail, a lot of you may be nervous, excited, anxious, paranoid, schizophrenic, but adventurous nonetheless.
Out of curiosity, are we on a boat? We're hopping onto a boat?
Yes, we are. I'm transitioning the scene.
Ah, okay.
travel time.
Holding my expectations by gift form, I expect us to be traveling solely by dolphin.
Yes, I understood your concern and I ignored it.
Oh, damn, I guess you get what you pay for.
So Tristan takes control of the map. I think I'll keep this map on hand. Just
All right. Fine, I'll give you. Yeah, as long as it's safe, and then we should be good. All right. You guys line up to this large boat. Could be the size of like a cruise ship, like a very, very large boat, traveling boat. Beautiful inside. There's a tavern as you walk in from the bottom into the second level. There's a tavern that goes up to the deck. But down below the tavern, there's rooms. And you guys set sail as you guys are now on your tavern adventures.
Oh, this is a nice fucking ship. Holy shit.
Like indeed, I've been on many ships. My son is a sailor, and he's about to make captain eventually. I think he's first mate now, and he's working his way up the ranks. He took me on some voyages, and I haven't seen a ship as nice as this one. He's mostly been working on cargo ships, but eventually he plans on making his captain. He has a little money saved over. I plan on if we succeed to give him some money from this adventure, and hopefully he can get his own ship.
You have a son, you say?
How old is your son?
He's I believe he's now 17.
I lean over to Yarrow and I'm like, this fucking guy here and his wholesome motives, and I give a good eye roll. Well, his back is turned. Well, Tristan's back is turned.
Derek looks. I mean, Caleb looks at you in like a little disgust, but fucking weirdo. Well, so yeah. So let me tell you guys a little about myself, okay? So, my father and Derek's father, they're brothers, all right? And so Derek, my older cousin, as you guys know, he's a fucking druggie and a gambler.
And a scoundrel.
And a fucking scoundrel. He and I both study the arcane arts, Now, obviously, I'm not a scientist in the same way that maybe the famous Oliver Greenman is, but I do like studying my proverbial. I do like my proverbial study of medicine and how to create things via alchemy, but I do study the magics as well. And that's why I was sent here on the mission to find a demon fruit.
Speaking of which, I thought it was very suspicious that I heard the tales that they only appear in areas of great strife.
Yeah, that's the rumor. I'm not too sure if that's necessarily the case or not. I was told that they had a bucket of them when I went there that looked like they were fucking cartoonishly stupid. I thought I was a fucking idiot for falling for it. But alas, Lady Silvina has sent me to do this, so I guess I will. I'm starting to lose a little hope, I'm not gonna lie, but I hope it's decent.
Yarrow is going to roll her eyes at Ridley. And similar to how he rolled his eyes at Tristan. She's just gonna shrug kind of to the demon fruit conversation. A land full of the curse of the dead and monsters likely will be full of lots of strife. If that is true.
If is a big if. And I hope I'm not wasting my fucking time now, because I could be doing things in Baldur's Gate or even Waterdeep. The Harpers really do need me there, but I guess I'll come down here and work with a contact for now. Say la vie. Anyways, what brings you lot down here? You got any fucking special stories, or, you just here for the fucking money?
I'm here out of retirement. Unlike, some people that, seek retirement, I actually lived the retired life, and it was okay, but, the call of adventure just burns brightly within me. I don't know if I'll ever retire. Not because I can't. I got plenty of money saved over. It's that urge. That urge for adventure burns strongly in me. That's why I hold this hammer.
The docks are alive with activity as the sailors shout out orders, crates are being hoisted onto the ships, and the salty tang of the sea mingles through the air. You guys take a rest, and then the next morning you are out on the open ocean.
Okay, just real quick to put this in there, Ridley is doing this weird little, almost like, I want to call it like an obsessive pattern, where you'll see him just staring out, like on the deck, staring out into the ocean, into the water for hours at a time. And then he'll just wander down to the bar below deck and then drink for several hours. And then wander back and then stare at the ocean for several hours. And that's basically what he's going to do until interrupted.
Sir Tristan is basically looking at the winds. He's looking at the position of the sun, and he's making. He has a little note. He has the map out in a special in his room. Just making sure they're on course or whatever.
All right, everyone. As the ship passes, your day goes by. You guys get to meet people. You see this figure. He's tall, green, handsome, a dragonborn, but his scales look like emerald.
Wait. Did you say we see a dragon?
A dragonborn.
Dragonborn. Okay, well, that changes things. On the ship?
Yeah, I'm showing it to you guys on roll 20. Feel free to click on it. He's looking out on the edge into the ocean. 2 swords on one side, 1 sword on the other. It's been a while since I've been on the ocean. God, I miss my time.
Is he standing in your Ridley, staring out at the ocean?
Yes, really, you're going back and forth, staring out endlessly. This guy's like standing, and you didn't notice at first, so you were coming back and forth. But now you definitely notice his presence. Maybe you didn't realize his presence. Maybe he revealed his presence. But now you see him standing next to you.
All right, so I snap back into focus once I notice, and I say, did you do some light reading recently by any chance?
What? Who are you?
Never mind. Ridley Copperfingers. I'm heading to Chult. I assume you're also heading to Chult. Who are you?
Yes, I am.
I know I'm going to be a little friendlier, but I'm in a weird headspace.
My name is Zoro Von Drak. Nice to meet you. I come from the land of Wano.
The land of Wano?
Correct.
Ridley stifles a giggle, and with his high charisma. Well, nice to meet you, sir. What are, out of curiosity, how are you affiliated with the little operation here? Why are you headed to Chult? Give me that name one more time, please.
Zoro Von Drak. My friends call me Zoro for short.
Okay, Zoro. All right. Well, nice to meet you, Zoro. So, what's waiting in Chult for you?
Apparently, there's a weapon. One that is so powerful it can absorb the life force of others. It's apparently cursed. And I loved cursed weapons.
Cursed weapons. I noticed. I assume I see his katanas.
Three of them.
3 of them. And I say, how many you like cursed weapons, huh? And
Correct.
I just give like a little look and a little like upwards nod towards him, towards the ones on his hip, and I'm like, those?
Give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception check. All right, gotta find my character sheet. 12.
This guy, first of all, he looks fucking strong as shit. He looks super duper fucking strong. And are you inspecting his weapons or are you sizing him up?
I was more inspecting his weapons to see if they looked cursed or magic.
Okay, give me Arcana then.
More if they were how valuable they were, but but also with an eye on the curse, since that was the topic of conversation. 8.
Even with an 8, you can tell these weapons are either extremely magical or super duper duper cursed.
Oh, you really do like cursed weapons, huh?
Yes, I do. It's kind of my thing.
So what is this other cursed weapon going to give you that your current setup doesn't, out of curiosity?
Power. Enough to slay a god.
Oh, shit. Well, which god has pissed you off and you want to slay it?
All of them. No gods, no masters. As he puts his
you're right.
he puts his hood over. He puts a hood over his horns, his scales, and then goes, "Good day, Ridley," and walks down to the cavern.
Good day, very tall, strong stranger with scary weapons. I say as he is out of earshot.
He walks down the stairs. You see Kaylin walking up the stairs. What's everyone else doing?
Sertrus is currently looking over to the map to make sure they're currently on course. He's satisfied that they are, and he's currently plotting their ship's path through notes and stuff. He notices he's in the main hall, and he notices the stranger enter the room, and he immediately picks up on the man.
He is not paying you mind, but if you'd like, you can give me a perception check or a insight check, depending on what you're doing. Either you're sizing him up or checking him out. What are you doing?
Sir Tristan immediately locks eyes on his weapons, and he's sizing them up.
All right, give me a perception. Ten. Just make sure you just take your advantage off, but 10. Just from a 10, this guy looks strong as shit. He reminds you of back in your old days when you were fucking around with Virbis.
It's like, that man is very strong. Sir Tristan decides, you know what? I think I'll take a break from this and meet the man. I love stories. What if that man has stories? It's like, you there, sir?
Yes.
It's like, I'm Sir Tristan, knight, a paladin. You look
Wait.
very strong, sir.
Tristan, the hero of Virbis.
I don't like to brag, but yes.
A friend of mine, he knows you.
It's like, really?
Yes, he was a part of the Order of the Cog. He came from Wano over there to work and tinker on things. But he says you are a great man.
Like, oh, did he? I think I know that man. Was he an artificer or whatever?
Yeah, he was an artificer. He was an artificer, but he wanted to fight, and I don't know. His name was Daikin.
Small world. I noticed your weapons look very, very strong. I could tell you practice with those things daily. I have an L-hammer, and I can tell I'm a lover of weapons and stuff like that. Does your weapon speak to you?
They demand my utmost attention at all times. Constantly, I'm always thinking about them, in sync, keeping my energy balanced at all moments.
Oh, same here. I mean, they don't actually speak to me, but I can hear my weapons. You ever feel that weapon? Even an ordinary sword sings to you in the hands of a master. And I'm ashamed to admit I've lost that kind of expertise. My weapons don't talk to me anymore. And I'm trying to get that back, with the adventurer. But, wow, I can't believe it. It's a small world, isn't it?
Yes. Though you look like you've lost your form, Tristan. I implore you to start training once again, because you should never stop. However, as he looks at you up and down, your age is getting to you. The only plight of humans. They die quickly.
Yes, we all die. But you know what my saying is? Be the lava so that trees may grow, so that further generations can use your rocks as nutrients as their soil.
Destruction for creation. A wonderful philosophy.
Like,
I might take that to heart.
Taught to me by the dragons themselves.
Tristan, I'm going to go rest. I was up all night keeping watch. As he walks down below the tavern, into below the deck, and he makes his way out. What's everyone doing?
Thwomp is, you see Thwomp gathering more papers, trying to find the correct size that could almost fit the map that was given to us. And when he does, he goes back and looks over the map. Was Zoro in the room, like just now, in the same room that the map was in?
No. So the map you have is with Tristan. And if you want it, you could ask him to take a look at it, obviously. You are probably either in a private room. So a lot of you have it's up to you whether you guys want to share one common space. If the boys and girls want to be separate, if you guys want to have shared only rooms, up to you. But wherever those rooms are, you're probably currently in right now.
Okay, then Thwomp a little while ago decided to take some precautions and gather some papers around the same size as the map from what he could remember the map looked like. And he does, he goes up to Tristan. Yes, hey, can I take a look at that map? I want to make some copies for everybody.
So just goes, oh, absolutely. In fact, you might want to take these. He hands him a notebook of all the updated, charts and star positions, as well as sun positions and wind positions as well. It's like, these are all the updates. I'm currently keeping us on track or whatever. These notes are latest, so you might want to fill this in as well.
Is this a gift for me?
So just goes, yeah, I'll have much more. And you can take those. Those are rough drafts. I plan on doing it from memory later.
Oh, I could help with that. Pretty good when it comes to this type of thing.
Oh, are you? You worked on a ship before?
Not a ship per se. I mean, notes and note taking and anything, any document or anything.
You're a man after my own heart. You're a minister. You handle ministerial tasks?
Back in my monastery. Yeah.
The monastery. Yeah, they had. I remember my days in the monastery. Every once in a while. I mean, I wasn't a monk, of course. I was a paladin, but we had our own, church or whatever. They handed all the little paperwork for me, and I had to deal with that. And I picked up some tricks here and there. I was forced to learn some things from my son, as he's a sailor himself, and he taught me some things. So now I pretty much do this as a hobby to keep my mind sharp.
You have a son and extended family, and you're going on an adventure.
Yeah,
like this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They noticed what a rut I was in. Family life. It worked out, but that call of adventure kept eating me up inside. My wife basically sat me down one day and was like, "You need to go on this adventure, because if you don't, you're gonna destroy yourself," she said. So here I am.
All right. Here I thought that you kind of did this on your own. Was almost gonna seem a little selfish, just leaving your half family behind, but seeing as how your family was the one that approved of this in the first place.
Yeah.
No argument there for me.
I have a loving wife, and she loves me very much, and I love her. I would never betray her.
Do you have any little tidbits as Swamp is like putting the stuff on like the table to like copy the map? Any little tidbits that you can tell us? Maybe you know about children. I took this little trip almost on a whim. That's the best way to explain it.
Well, I only know the rumors. Me personally, I've only heard some rumors here and there from the Order of the Cog. There's been stories, people disappearing that the Order of Cog has learned about. And I don't know much myself. I just know something deeply wrong is going down in that land.
As you guys say that, we cut to Yarrow Yara, what are you doing on this fine afternoon, this sunny ocean afternoon? By the way, you being from primarily the north, in the wild, you still have your winter coat for sure since you traveled so quickly from the north to here. It's starting to get pretty hot, hotter than you expected. What are you up to?
That is exactly what she's dealing with. She's kind of posted herself up in the corner, up on the upper decks, kind of in like a little shady spot. And just kind of watching everything that's happening. She hasn't interfered with anyone's business, but she's just, listening, little cat-like ears are just flickering around, listening to whatever conversation she can have. But she's uncomfortable. She's warm. She's very warm. The parts of the links in her body are just so hot. She's just kind of on the inside praying that she will shed these parts of her winter coat, or maybe go back to having more patches of skin over fur.
Yeah, and as you guys, have your conversation, suffer in silence, mindlessly walk back and forth, the night sets, and as the night deepens, the party retires to their chosen quarters. As you guys are heading back, the main cabins are cozy, lit by hangars, swaying gently by the ship's movement. A hearty stew is landed in bowls at the tavern. Smells of fresh bread fill the room of the tavern, and the table around you find yourself opening up, perhaps sharing tales of home, previous adventures, and what journeys you drew. But as you guys head to your beds, you feel something unnatural starting to happen. What once was a sunnier day, you hear in the distance rolling thunder start to come in as the waves start to get a little bit more intense.
Yara's kind of picking at her stew, her ears twitch as the thunders crack. She's kind of mutters to those around her. Is a storm coming?
Justin
Soon.
goes, this storm is off. Something's not right here.
Perception, Tristan. Something is definitely not off. Matter of fact, from your knowledge, storm clouds don't come in this quickly, ever. Not only that, they're starting to form from a central spot and grow over periods of time. As the waves start to get choppy, you guys start to hear some chanting happening. Tristan, you hear it.
What's so wrong about this sort of this storm? Never really been in open water.
So Justin goes, storms take time. They need water. They need heat. They need all these things. But this storm is conjuring out of nothing. And furthermore, I hear voices chanting. Something is not good. Something that's causing this thing.
You inform your party members of this?
Yes. So Justin
Okay.
goes,
I was gonna say, until then, Ridley had been staring at the storm with a faraway look in his eye, turned around and said, well, it's an hour that ends in Y. Time to head below deck. And he starts to wander back, and in his head, he thinks he also hears that chanting. You can tell me if I don't, but I'm going to say he assumes it's coming from inside his head and not you. And so he's like, all right, time to go drink the voices away. Let's do this. But then you say that out loud, and you stop him as he's about to go down the stairs, and he stops when he hears you say that out loud.
Darrow will immediately kind of pick up on the unnatural tones of the storm, I would say. Though as Tristan draws attention to the voices, she will try to tune in to them.
As you guys tune in, they start to become louder, but it feels like they're louder, but in your mind, they're loud in your head. You can't get them out. Everyone else on the ship seems unperplexed.
It just goes, let me find the captain. He needs to know about this storm. He can't react to the storm as if it's normal. Like sailors. Like, what's going on here?
Ridley is going to frantically look around. Is there anything on deck that looks out of place?
Yes.
Shadowy figures in cloaks chanting on deck.
No, that's not on deck. But now you hear yelling. You hear the roaring of what seems to be something gargantuan. It's so loud that you can't unhear it. Everyone on the ship also hears it as they start to panic.
Can we tell if it's coming from inside the ship or from outside the ship?
It's coming from your head. It's in your head. It's like telepathically happening right now.
Okay, guys, I gotta get a drink. I'll see y'all later. See ya.
Everyone give me perception checks.
That one. Oh wait, sorry. Okay. I rolled off the side. I can re-roll if you want me to.
19.
I hope I rolled in that one. Sorry, I think I just want to keep that because I. Oh wait, halfway mark. Hang on. All right, I'll get myself through.
19. Fucking, oh my god. Everyone but Tristan, who is occupied trying to get to the captain, understands that below the deck, below in the rooms, to the very back corner where the cargo is usually held, you feel the sensation of this chanting coming from there. As you guys hear again in the distance.
Did you say it's coming from the captain's quarters? Or like...
No, from the cargo, below the deck, below the ship. There's a cargo bay. This is where you guys are feeling this sensation coming from. You're not even hearing it. You're feeling it draw you towards this ship, this particular area.
All right. I'm going to look wide-eyed at everybody else around me on the deck and go, guys, there's something below deck.
Okay, so we're on response. We're on the same pace here then.
So just it goes, you guys go down below deck. I'm gonna try to get the crew to not panic. Like go. Like gentlemen, you need to calm down. Remember you're screaming.
You guys hear what seems to be a giant roar outside, now closing in.
Let's go. Let's check it out. Worst case, I can call. I'll let our friend know. I got a way to get our big friend with the big sword down here, the big hammer. Axe? Whatever the fuck you're carrying.
A maul.
Maul. Yeah, sword maul. Axe, sword, hammer, that thing.
Sir Tristan, before he runs off, he runs back to grab the map and he tucks it safely in his armor. And then he decides to say, fuck it, I'm going down to the cargo hold with them.
All right. Who wants to take the lead? Because Ridley certainly will not.
Well, just immediately starts booking it towards the cargo.
Sir Tristan also follows them on, and they reach the entrance. Sir Tristan goes, on 3, we're going to bust in here. By 1, 2, 3.
You guys bust through the door. You guys bust open the door. You guys see 4 fanatics, cultists. The cultists have what look like a dragon emblem through them and a circle, a dragon and a circle cutting through the dragon. And I don't think any of you got, maybe Tristan, give me a history check. Damn. 19. Tristan, these are the cultists from fucking Tiamat. It's the same signal. Same signal. Big signal.
So just goes, my God, these guys are from the Tiamat cult. They're back.
It's too late. Our god will be reincarnated through the dragon below. As you guys hear a yell and a giant thump against the ship, everyone roll initiative.
Oh, here we go.
I don't like this initiative order.
Unfortunately, you don't. It is not a nice one. But the battle's begun. First, the first cultist takes out his dagger and runs towards the door, stabbing it directly at Thwomp. Oh man, I knew this would fucking. I knew it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put that in the chat. Don't worry about it.
No worries, no worries. Okay. Uh, 17.
That hits.
2 piercing damage. He swings again. 16.
Yeah, it hits.
1 piercing damage. The next cultist. The next cultist moves forward. He can't. He's blocked by the door. Move! Move out of my way! He's holding his action to when he gets able to see anybody. The next cultist does the same. Fuck, man! Move! Move! Kalen's up. Oh, shit. What in the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is that? Kalen, fires off a magic missile right in front of the guy in front of him for 5. Okay, so 3. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Doing 14 damage. Magic missile. That guy's pretty fucked up. That hurt. Ridley.
Okay, DM. From what I see from the map, it looks like a cultist has run to engage my my friend with the beak in the door. Now,
Correct.
If I were to back away, am I going to take can I get a clear shot and not take an opportunity attack, or which of those things will happen?
You will take an opportunity attack. However, there's only one guy you could see. No one else is actually outside of the door right now.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to shoot it, and before I do that, I'm going to think to myself, I've been staring at the ocean, thinking about this deep horror for a long time, and now these guys are like, now we have another thing for you to deal with. And it doesn't feel anything like the thing I've been worried about. And I'm like, God fucking damn it, are you kidding me? So I cannot deal with another fucking monster right now. I'm going to do cause fear on the one I can see. So he has to take a, actually it's right there. Scroll up a little bit. He has to take a wisdom saving throw or become frightened of me.
DC? Oh, I have your DC right here.
Yeah.
13, right?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Whiz save.
Yeah.
3.
3.
Ah! Opportunity attack.
Sure, I'll stab him with a dagger. And hopefully you too.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, shit. 18.
I'll try to.
God damn it.
I'll hit him straight. I'll try to hit him straight on the leg.
Yeah, please roll in game.
Yep, working on it. I'm so much faster rolling my hand. Okay.
A 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
10 blood.
Do I also hit him because he's near me, or am I too?
You're too far. Actually, no. You would get an opportunity attack as well. 6 misses. 22 hits with a 10 bludgeoning. As you hit him with a 10 bludgeoning, pow! He gets knocked back as he looks like he's stumbling, but Tristan comes in with his hammer and smashes into the side of his chest, caving in his chest as he falls down.
I'm also going to take the opportunity to get my ass about 15 feet away, or however that much better.
Okay. Tristan, you're up.
And Tristan enters and charges through the room, and he says, "Here's the violence all those years ago." And he attacks the nearest guy in front of him with his bell chime hammer.
10 misses. Wait. Yes, 10 misses. All right, the next cultist is up. He goes to swing on Tristan with his dagger. 13.
That misses.
22.
That hits.
6 piercing damage. Swamp.
Does it cost us our movement to move through Tristan?
It would cost you. It would slow you down, so it would be additional 5 feet.
Okay. Thwomp will try to jump over Tristan through the doorway to reach. I can't. Yeah, right here. Beside the cultist right in front of him. And I'm going to swing on this cultist. To a staff. 8.
Miss.
Alright. Bonus action. Unarmed strike.
Miss.
Damn. Can't seem to land a hit on these guys after the jump. That dude's my turn.
Yara.
Right, Yara's not exactly in the best position to do anything right now. She's gonna adjust herself to the doorway. Additionally, she will use her bonus action to shift into her more like form. That being said, she gains 2 hit points and has additional movement.
Okay.
And this also does not provoke 8 attacks. It's turn. Enemy ends turn. But she will hold her action until she can get a better shot.
Okay. You guys start hearing a bell. Upstairs! Everyone, abandon ship! Abandon ship! You guys you hear another scream as you guys start to see the cultists look like they are ready to do some type of action, and they all take out what seems to be a vial of mysterious liquid and crush it in their hands. And as they crush it, their skin starts to turn black, and they all morph together into an ooze, becoming what looks like a puddle of mush. You are out of initiative.
Swamp will go. Even the one that we beat down, or is that one still like full body?
Oh, he's still full body. They're all dead.
When we say oozed, are we saying a
puddle of what looks like black ooze laying there?
We're not talking a gelatinous cube attacking us. We're talking about melted bones.
I don't know if you know what a gelatinous ooze looks like. However, it is a black puddle of ooze.
The second, it seems to be liquid and not currently attacking us, right?
Correct.
Okay, noted.
Ridley, in your adventures, have you ever come across an ooze?
I don't know. I could roll for it.
Give me a history check.
Honestly, potentially in the sewers. Like, not improbable in Waterdeep. But history check -1 though.
Yeah. What the fuck did they just do? That looks like black ooze, like the type that eats people.
So, I'm gonna do. Okay. All right. I'm gonna wander over to here, which is like the end of my movement.
We're out of initiative, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, we're out of initiative.
Correct.
Can I see the room behind me? Because in the room behind me, I see a canoe.
Yes, you do see the canoe. You see everything. As you walk through, you see the canoe.
I'm gonna say to I'm gonna look around to my friends and say, and like point up and say, I heard abandoned ship, and then point to my left and say, lifeboat? ? And then I'm gonna try and shoot Eldritch Blast at that little puddle and be like, man, and just hit it with an Eldritch Blast if I can.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I gotta find my thing. Eldritch Blast. Gotta go into my spell. Roll for Eldritch Blast. And boom. How's that look?
A nat 20. You blast the fucking ooze. The ooze starts to disintegrate into what seems to be nothingness. Your Eldritch Blast destroyed it.
Swamp, all the commotion is happening. He's gonna like search.
Abandoned ship!
Very quickly search the body for any like medallions or anything that stands out in the immediate moment.
I'm gonna look again. Look to.
You guys start hearing this in the background. As you guys hear that, the side of the ship cracks as a giant beam comes through the side of the ship. Everyone, run! Give me dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
Yara will definitely respond lifeboat.
Dex save fail. Keep going. Dex save fail. Dex save fail.
Hang on. Dex save. Boom.
Dex save pass. Ridley.
I'm gonna dive into the lifeboat and make myself a tiny little ball.
Yes, you dive into the lifeboat. Everyone else falls into the water. You guys are scrambling. As you guys get back to the ship, you guys see the ship now cracked in half. In the distance, you see this. Looking at you. What looks like a dragon turtle. You guys see this dragon turtle looking out at the lot of you. His eyes look gold. His body is lit up. You guys see in the distance your friend Zorovan looking at it as he sees you guys in the water struggling. He takes his sword and slashes the sword. The slash itself causes a ripple effect, knocking the lifeboat down into the water right around where you guys are at. Give me acrobatics checks or athletics checks if you're choosing. Pass.
Or it's loading. Change my mind.
I'll go with the second one because it was loading. 24 is a pass. You guys get on the boat. As you guys see Zoro, he looks over to you and he goes, "Oh, by the way, demon fruits are real." You see him look up to the sky as his body begins to morph, as he turns his head turns draconic, as it starts to grow and elongate into what looks like a traditional Eastern dragon.
Hell yeah.
As you guys look up in the sky, you see this looking down at you.
I was gonna throw him the rope, but I don't think he needs it.
No, certainly not. I've heard legends from the east of dragons like this, but see one in the flesh.
Oh shit.
Kaelin is nowhere to be found.
Like Sir Justin looks around. Hey, anybody see Kaelin? Anybody? Kaelin!
Around in the water.
And I will have, I am going to pull out my adventurer's rope from my kit, assuming I'm still carrying it, to see if I can pull anybody to safety who might be, well, I was going to say dark. I was going to say useful, but, like, sure, pull anybody to safety. Fuck it, why not?
Reluctantly being good, yes, I love it. You guys hear in the distance, "You fool! How dare you come to my lodge?"
Eventually, I hope.
You guys, maybe you can understand him, maybe you couldn't, but he says, "You fools, how dare you come to my land? This is my moat." The dragon turtle says. You hear a reply back. And those who speak Draconic can understand. "How dare you, fool! You obsess over the little things. Prepare to die." As his breath starts to wind up, you guys see a laser start to slowly form in front of his body as another cannon fires off and to blast directly at the dragon turtle. And a battle commences.
Sir Tristan, looks around in the boat, see the lifeboat, to see if there's a paddle. Does he find one?
Yeah, there's two paddles on the boat for sure.
Like Sir Tristan goes, "Like, we need to row out of here. I don't want to be anywhere near that paddle."
Wolf grabs one, starts rowing.
Give me athletics checks. And is somebody looking for Kaelin?
Yeah,
Yaro is.
Yaro, give me a perception check. 14. It should be at the top of your sheet. You say advantage, normal, disadvantage.
Perfect.
So, yeah. Where the fuck is Kaelin? You don't see him.
I was looking for it. I was looking for anybody. Would you like me to roll to see Kaelin?
Did you roll already perception for anybody?
I don't think so, no.
Give me perception then. Nat 20. Nat 20. Kaelin is unconscious, drowning in the water as he's starting to slowly sink down. You see him sinking.
God damn it. And, I'm gonna... Basically, at this point, the old thing on my mind is, the dragon said the truth was real. I gotta tell this fucking this. He needs to give it. Like, it was funny, as soon as I heard this, I'm like, I gotta tell Kaelin this. And then I see him floating face down the wall. I'm like, God damn it. Wrap the thing around my own waist, and then go in and try to drag his body towards the lifeboat.
Right. Wonderful. You grab his body, you bring him back on the ship. He is unconscious.
Well, I hope you survive, because I got a told you so to tell you.
Right.
You guys make your escape as you start rowing off. A chaos of brewing, a kaiju battle happening. The seas are rough. You're going to need to give me survival checks.
I will say only that Ridley seemed extremely unsurprised. He didn't expect this kaiju battle, but a kaiju battle was not outside of the realm of possibility. Survival. Yeah, that feels about right. I'm like, where's my tavern?
All right. Thank God for Tristan and Yarrow. You guys are able to traverse the giant waves coming down and smashing into you guys. However, it is the middle of the night. It is dark, and it is 4 o'clock. And let us take a 10-minute break. You know, a lot of things happened during this session. I started feeling the effects of the flu for the first time. And didn't understand what was happening because I didn't know I was getting sick. I probably had already been sick for like 3 days, but wasn't really feeling it. My body wasn't really breaking down yet. And then Sundays when I really started to feel it. And then I've been sick this whole week from like literally Sunday till today is the first day. And today's Friday is the first day that I actually feel like I can like move around. I was actually like able to leave the house. So tomorrow I'm going to be going to the gym and like getting back to my routine. But today was the first day I felt that. So basically what happened was we lost a lot of footage because of the power outages. And, so right here you hear like a big gap of content. Basically, we go on break and we come back and we've been having issues getting to power issues, recording power issues. So some stuff was said in between. But basically what happened was they left the ship. They were floating out in the ship. The two fucking kaiju were fighting in the middle of the fucking ocean. And, people are just like, whatever happens, right? I mean, what are you going to do if a dragon turtle that looks like Godzilla erupted from the sea? Fucking Godzilla atom blasted your fucking ship to smithereens, your cruise ship to smithereens, and then a fucking Kaido style Eastern dragon fucking comes out of nowhere and they go head to head in a fucking battle. Just like, and the party's like just like rowing away. They're like, yeah, that's not our battle. We're just gonna get out of here. And so this next part picks up from there, and they're in Port Nyanzaru. And then I'm going to come back in later, and I'm going to tell you guys what happens later.
We'll get accommodations later. I think we should be fine up for that. And keep your wits about you. Something tells me the city is not as good as it looks on the outside.
What are you talking about? Come on, this place looks great.
You guys see like medium to large dinosaurs with like caskets walking around. You guys see plenty of different people of races, and most of them humans, most of them dark skin. However, you do see some lizard folk, some tabaxi. For the most part, people are just working, doing whatever.
Ridley is captivated by the dinosaurs.
So is Yarrow.
Tristan, looks at the dinosaurs and he goes, we're not dragons.
A little scared, but keeps his composure. It used to be to very big crowds of people.
All right. I don't know what those big things are, but they're very big. Regardless, I don't think they're going anywhere. Let's get some sleep, guys. I'm feeling kind of dry. I feel like I need to wet the gullet a little bit. I've had too much time to think. find a place to sleep, all right? And then maybe maybe we can ask around, find out what's going on around here.
I think I'll ask around first. Like, sir just looks around, looking for a person he can talk to.
All right, Tristan. Give me a investigation. I mean, you talk to people that don't seem to be speaking like a common that you're familiar with. It's like a lot of clicks, but someone does come to you with a heavier accent, like, hello, my brother. What can I do for you?
It's like, we were wondering if you knew of a good place to stay, and also, do you happen to know of, who leads this town and anything? I have some, important messages to deliver to them, and I just got here, and I'm, looking for the lay of the land.
Oh, right. So lodging, you can go to Out City to lodge. Out City good for people who no money. In City for money. Brother, who look for,
It's like, we're looking for the, merchant prince.
Which one?
Congo.
Well, yes,
Shadow
him.
presence.
Oh, Konga. Otamu. Yes. Konga's taped there. He points to a house on top of a hill, large as shit. He stays in district with the Nob. You go there. They talk to you. Make sure you bring cress. You have cress, right?
So just goes, nods, approvingly. He's, he keeps it tight. He slowly brings out the letter he was given, but he makes sure to keep it very close to him.
I have a little bit of an idea. Can I pop in real quick? So I'm gonna walk up to him, and I have a class ability that allows me to communicate with anybody telepathically within 30 feet. No limits, as long as they can understand a single language. So basically, I can't talk to any animals that don't understand language. In order to not freak this guy out, I'm going to point to this very non-magical plain silver chain that I wear around my neck, as if to say, hey, this is a magical thing that's letting me communicate with you. And then I'm going to kind of prompt in his head like a question and like repeat back to him the thing. I want to get like an image of what he means by that thing, the sigil or
The crest, yeah.
Crest, yeah. I want to see what it looks like in his brain, and I'm trying not to scare him by pretending it's my non-magical chain. I'm like, oh, it's a magic item that lets me talk to you.
You feel free to try. Give me deception and give me arcana.
Love it. Okay. Give me a second. We got a deception +5 and an arcana +1. Are we looking?
He is freaked out a little bit. He is definitely now like shying away, like, don't talk to me, no more, no talk. And he like turns around and walks, like kind of starts almost, he like walks like slowly at first, but then starts to pick up the speed and then like runs away.
Okay, I'm just gonna turn to my friends and be like, these people are just rude here. Shit.
Tristan grabs Ridley by his skull and he goes, "You did something, didn't you?"
Yeah, and I hold up my chain, my necklace, and I'm like, see? Like, look, man, I got a thing that lets me communicate with people telepathically. I'll use it with you later. Don't worry about it. Trust me, it'll come in handy. Normally it's come in handy, but hey, sometimes sometimes people get freaked out when they hear thoughts in their head. Understandable. I mean, for me, it's never bothered me personally hearing random thoughts in my head, but
Cut back to the ship.
So Tristan grabs Ridley even harder and he goes, "Next time, ask."
Well, I try, but he doesn't speak our fucking language. How am I supposed to ask?
So Tristan goes, not him, me.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
You guys see a young woman looking at you. Don't a lot of you look out of place? Hot, aren't you? You guys turn back to see a human woman, fairer skin. Maybe she looks Spanish. Long brown hair, freckles. Dressed in summery gear, very light. And as she says that, you guys do notice, holy shit, it's hot down here. Like, maybe like 99 right now, and it's like 9 a.m. Probably gonna get hotter.
Yeah, Ridley is the first person to complain about it the second he feels that trickle of sweat down his butt. You know the one.
A lot of you look lost. What brings you to Chult?
Just goes, business. A business trip.
And who do you have business with?
Sir Tristan just looks at Ridley and he goes, "I guess it's not really a secret, but you wouldn't happen to know Wakando, I think that's his name, right?"
Yeah, Wakanga?
Oh,
Wakanga, yes.
Yeah, Wakanga, yes. He's pretty well known as a merchant prince. He does the dinosaur racings. But yeah, what about him? Do you guys need to sign up for the dinosaurs or talk to him about purchasing one?
No, we need to talk to him. But you say purchase a dinosaur. We can purchase one?
Oh, yes, of course.
It's like, as fun as that is, Sir Tristan gets in between Ridley and the woman. He goes, "We have an important message to deliver to..."
You see Kalen kind of like bandaging up his ribs, being like, hey, we're here with the fucking Harpers. Tell me where the fucking Harpers are right now, please. I'm really fucking tired. She goes, well, that's a little rude now, is it? As she flashes her Harper badge. I figured I saw one of you here when I came across the robes. Too flashy to be from Chult.
So Tristan goes, "Introduce us to your lovely friend."
My name is Nina Automatu. I'm from originally Faerun, but I moved down to Chult 10 years-ish ago to explore what's happening down here and mostly enjoy my retirement. It's a beautiful area, really.
Does it ever cool down a little bit? I was told it would be warm. I didn't realize it would be quite so warm.
Well, this is the end of the cold season, so it's pretty chilly right now. It gets up to around 140 during the high seasons. So make sure you bring plenty of water and you protect yourself. There's plenty of shops around here that do a lot of different things. Also, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but whatever you do, do not go into the jungle alone, because, my friends, you will most likely die, or you'll be arrested by the Flaming Fist. So, make sure you get yourself a sanctioned guide and a writ of adventure from the Fort Balarian. And why don't you come with me? I'll send you to I'll bring you to the Harper's headquarters here. It's not much, but it's something.
So just a good nod approvingly and goes, yeah, it might be a good idea to get ourselves situated before we go, delivering anything or talking to anybody. It's nice to have familiar faces.
I just want out of this heat.
Thwomp is starting to really, the heat, like, Thwomp feels the heat get to him, and he just takes off his hood. Maybe if you change your clothes.
Thwomp, speaking of which, your passive perceptions had you realize that you were just being watched. As you took off your robe and you brought it over your head and you're like kind of like looking around, the back of your eye caught someone ducking back behind a corner.
Hey, I look at Tristan. I go, hey, okay, big guy. Getting the same vibes, same weird vibes from back at the other port before we left.
Tristan goes, don't tell me the Syntharum again.
Oh, you guys, a lot of you know the Syntharum. That's awful. I mean, wonderful. I'm sorry. Are you friend or foe with him?
So just goes, it's complicated. On some occasions, me personally, I'm friends with them because they give me a lot of blackmail and nobles that I use to keep them in line. But other times, they try to assassinate good people.
I look at our tall friend as like, what? Why the fuck are you doing this with all this? And I'm like, Zentarum, yeah, some of them are fine. Some of them are really terrible. What do you want to know?
No, why they might be following you, but maybe they're following a nose. Maybe something new came into town and excited them. Well, whatever. As long as you don't do anything weird, I'm sure they won't confront you. Well, come with me. As you guys brings you down from the port, going down through the, excuse me, going down through the town, you guys are entered into the more outskirts area. As you guys find this like dirt, like shack, like made from like thatch and wood placed together. And you enter, and it looks like a beautiful library. And this floors go down. Come, follow me.
Weirdly, I'm a little disappointed.
Why is that?
Thatch hut looked a little comfy. A little bit away from more people, but why am I surprised? It is the opposite.
You know what? I don't expect them to pay for much. I mean, honestly, and I pull them aside and I'm like, you should see the Zentarum gigs. I've seen some of their penthouses. Oh, damn. When they get a penthouse in Neverwinter, oh boy, that's a party. That being said, yeah, Harper's, they'll pay for what they pay for. It'll be all right.
Yes.
The fucking rowboat, hey?
You guys step into this thatch hutch, but it's like magically a library, a sprawling library, which to you makes, like, to those who are not magically innate, so I guess the only one would be like a bard or someone who does magic like regularly. I guess the warlock could give me a Arcana check if he cared enough to.
You will, but not say anything.
Go ahead and roll that in private if you'd like. You guys walk into the library, and the hostess Nina goes, so a lot of you are here to meet I guess a merchant prince or whatever, but feel free to come here and to recuperate, and there's some rooms for you upstairs. 16 Arcana. Yeah, this is a magical sanctum or something along those lines. You're not sure how it works, but you've heard of things like this where, sometimes wizards or maybe even like artificers can equip like a fake tower inside a demiplane and cause it to exist within the confines of something that almost seems impossible to fit inside of. You think you've never really seen it in person before. You've heard of it, but this is like, to you, this is like, wait, what the fuck? Like, holy shit.
And Ridley will relay this to especially the more touchy members of his group, especially Trevor? Is it Trevor or Travis?
Whatever levels
Tristan?
Damn it, there it is. And I will say, because I'm like, all right, Tristan's feeling a little on edge. I'm just going to tell him, hey, this place is magically protected. Don't ask me how I know. I know some things. But I think these guys are on the level, and I think we're safer here than we have been in a hot minute. So I think we should roll with it.
This level sucks, and I'll explain
in fact,
why.
it reminds me a little bit of the Order of the Cogs headquarters. We basically, although ours is a little bit more primitive, we dug an entire cavern underground, and then we put a sky.
At this point in the campaign, at this session, I'm infuriated. I'm sick. I don't know that I'm sick, so I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm infuriated because I thought my session went fucking stellar, but the fucking technical issues messed up so much of it. And I was like, yeah, this would have been flamed fire awesome content if this technical stuff was good. And I did raceway conditions, and I did all these tests for it to fucking crash because of literal God. Just a windstorm kept knocking the power out. What are you going to do? Right? So this is about 30 minutes of lost footage. What happened was, so they are in that little area. They're talking about, some of the things that are happening. Basically, oh my goodness, Soulmonger, what's that? Da, 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 da. They're in the Harper's place. And at this point, they were kind of just chatting with each other. At this point, Kaylin comes back, and I think this is where they pick back up. Basically, the party got into the city. They met someone, scared him off. A Harper came up to him, and now they're in a Harper's corner. It is super magical and awesome and sick. And pick back up. And so the lot of you here, like I said, there's rooms and stuff upstairs. Just make yourselves at home and do whatever you need to do. I'm going to go take care of this young man. And he actually grabs Kaylin and get him informed. And I'll make contact with Wakanda for you. Okay?
So just goes, that would be lovely. In the meantime, I'm going to go update our map, to signify that we're here.
Oh, hearing Tristan say that, I thought, I think all those copies kind of went into the water when everything happened.
So just goes, fortunately, I have the main copy. I had the presence of mind to grab the original copy before it disappeared, and I still have my charts as well as notes. Paladins always must be prepared, after all. Or was that what the law office taught me? I think it was the latter. Paladins they're not really a diligent sort when it comes to the books.
You're a weird one. Can we go on here?
So just goes, yeah, I'm pretty weird. It comes with the territory of being an administrator.
All right. Oh, yeah, you guys said map. Speaking of which, let's take a look at your map, shall we? So, as a part of Doom of the Annihilation and this campaign in general, the way that this map thing is going to go is that when you guys leave for what is going on? Here we go. So when you guys leave for Chult, from Chult into Chult, you're going to mark where you've been, and every hex you will have a couple of different things you can do. You can travel through the hex, obviously, continue. One hex is 10 miles. Once you get into the forest, it's 10 miles to the jungle. It's 10 miles. One hex, not being in the forest, so on the coastline or down the riverside, is it's also 10 miles. However, you can travel 4 hex in one day. It is tremendously more difficult to travel through the jungle because it is thick and unpathed. For the most part, you won't be able to fast travel unless there's some type of means through, rivers or, boat or flight, if you're able to do that. So as you guys progress and you make your survival checks, like I said, you could travel through it, you could investigate it. And what that means is that you'll set up, camp for the night, and you kind of just explore the jungle, see if there's anything interesting, pick for, fruits, vegetables, see if anything rare, you find anything. That'll be an investigation. Or you could, and then make a survival check and to go in the direction you think you're going to go. Now, typically, the people who are going to be showing you the way know their way through the jungle. So that is why it's imperative to have a guide. However, you guys need to do a lot before you can even leave. But to take a look at your... Sorry, excuse me. You guys have now landed in Port Nyanzaru.
Question for the DM. Right now, based on what we know, is there anything marked on the map that feels like something we want to check out? I know we have a couple high-level objectives, like stopping the death curse, but like... You
guys have literally zero idea. The map is... You might as well just be looking at a map of China and being like, is anything here might be interesting?
We're like, all right, we'll refer to this later. Well, Ridley's very much like, cool, I have no interest in heading into the jungle, but I have lots of interest in chatting with everybody in town and finding out what there is to find out. So, DM, do with that what you will.
It's not a devil fruit, it's a demon fruit, sir. Get it right?
Did I say that? I think I just said...
You wrote it in chat, but that's okay.
Oh, shit, my bad. Man.
No, it's all right. I was being a dick. So, you guys unlocked Port Nyanzaru and the Bay of Chult for so far. And we are going to go back to Port Nyanzaru. And you guys are going to take a rest. And we will take a 10-minute break. Why? Because I need to decompress.
It's been a real pain in the ass to get that shit working again.
Yeah, well, I heard Waterdeep never really recovered from it. Like, I heard it just kind of it's been, like, never the same. Everyone moved to New Hawk's Nest.
Oh, you should see the paperwork. You have no idea.
Yeah. Well, anyways, what a lot we gonna do. I'm feeling good. It's right now. It looks like it's around sunset. So I mean, there's still the night's pretty lively around here at nighttime. We could still do a lot. What? So should we go see our friend Wakongo, or what do you guys feel like doing?
Let's at the very least give the important man his letter and meet with him. I don't think important people like to wait. And then let's get the lay of the land, so to speak. Meet people. Maybe we might be able to get a discount if we help the right people out. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Ridley says, yeah, what he said.
Okay, so you guys run out of Beggar's Row. I'm sorry, not Beggar's Row. You guys are in... you guys are down near the Temple of Tamora. Down here. Right next to it is that right down here is that shack you guys were at. You guys come out near the Temple of Tamora, and you walk past. You guys see, for the most part, a pretty well put together church in a not so good part of the town. You see Tamora being worshipped with statues of her and, dice around and a lot of interesting, I guess, insignias. I don't know what to call them. It's just religious symbols. Not dice. I'm sorry, a coin. You see a bunch of religious symbols of coins, and you see a guy outside. Oh, come on, come all. Tamora will grant you her guidance. Come one, come all. Tamora will grant you her guidance. We'll have the luck of fortune on your side.
What do we know of Tamora?
Oh, it's a great question. What do you know of Tamora? What does Ridley know of Tamora?
Sounds like an Arcana check, right?
Sounds like a religion check.
Ooh, oh, you're right. You're right. oh, I dumped that stat. One of my friends.
Tamora. You think you heard of her? Oh yeah, you definitely heard of her. Some of the fucking gamblers really love her. They praise her all the time.
Oh, I like her. I like her already.
You don't really know what she does. You just hear gamblers do that. Tristan, you're doing a religion check?
Yeah, Sir Tristan's like, I wonder where I've heard of this religion before.
Tamora. Oh, Tristan, you know Tamora all too well. Tamora is the god that your friend, Sin, worshipped.
Wait, Seth?
Sin.
Tamora. It's like, hold on a second. Didn't our friend that we met on the ship, didn't he worship Tamora?
No. I'm talking about Sin Ganir.
Sin Ganir. It's like, one of my friends. He worships Tamora. I'm a person that bought him on my myself because dragons are cool.
Was he a gambler, perchance?
It's like, I think so. Off topic. Where do I know? Where do I remember Tristan know him from again?
I don't think he was a part of your campaign, but because you're friends with Seth, and he's friends with Seth, Sin is a member of the TBDs who was a worshiper of Tamora. And so passively, you know him through Seth. You never really met him, you know of him. And he was like a pretty big cleric of Tamora.
It's like, oh yeah. I know a friend of Seth that is a pretty big gambler. Not gambler. I don't remember. I just know that he was a huge cleric. Of Tamora.
And you hear the guy go, Seth, Tamora, cleric. Sir, come here quick.
So Sir Tristan walks over, just sighing. Like,
I heard you speaking of a man named Seth and with our goddess. This church was founded by his companion turned rival, Singanir, when he first came to Chult. He established this church and put a bunch of money into this district because he thought that the poor district should have a nice place where they can go worship his god and bring them fortune. The nobles wasn't having it, but when they looked at him, they just said, "Yeah, dude, whatever you want, it's fine." He's I haven't seen him in 20 years, but he was great when he came.
It's like, I'm sure he's around. I'm sure he'll pop back eventually. Seth, he, likes to go on long adventures. He's not like other kings, he's a very busy guy.
Galen goes, wait. Are you talking about Seth Harlow?
It's like, maybe not.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Are you telling me that you personally know Seth Harlow?
It's like, well, we trained together, so I guess you could say that.
No fucking way. You know, he's been on fucking vacation. Piece of shit. I hope he comes back and actually decides to rule. Dude's been in and out for like fucking 20 years. Though I would say New Hawk's Nest is a beautiful city, so I don't know. Anyways, hey old man, what the fuck do you want with us, huh? Well, I was merely gonna give you a blessing, but it seems like you're not worthy of my goddess. But this man is, worthy. As he bops you on the head as you get a blessing, he bops, the rest of the party on the head except for Kalen, and you all have a blessing. Right, well, I'll see a lot of you around. Good luck, and may the fortunes favor the bold.
It just goes, oh yeah, one more thing, old man. What do you know about the flaming fist?
You mean the fucking colonizers? Yeah, those pieces of shit. What I know about the Flaming Fist, I know not to talk about them out loud. Come back at night, come downstairs. I'll talk to you in the church where it's safe. They got people around, listening everywhere. You know what I mean?
So just a nods approvingly, and he hands him a slip of paper, and he goes, that's a code book. Just use those codes if you want to talk to me. When we meet, just use Night Under Raven, and I'll know what that means.
Night Under Raven, okay. Thank you. And may tomorrow, and again, may the fortune favor the bold.
Right. So Tristan goes, all right, let's leave here.
Kalen's like, that guy's kind of a fucking dick, eh? Didn't really give me a goddamn blessing. Fucking stupid ass. And gods don't even really fucking exist, really. They're kind of just like celestial entities who hate people. Kind of stupid.
But that's where you're wrong. He did give us something more valuable than blessing ever could be. Information. Which is worth its weight in gold.
You know what else is worth its weight in gold? Manipulating the weave. Well, whatever. I'm not going to r/atheist. Let's go. You guys head through the town. You guys make your way up to the merchant prince's home. All right. There we go. I tested this enough. Hopefully it works.
While we're walking, Thought mentions that older man mentioned that they're always listening. Sounds just a little lot like the Z. You ask me. Not saying anything about any correlation or collaboration, but really similar behaviors. Just a thought.
Right. A lot of you enter the merchant prince's palace. Sorry, villa. As you enter the villa, ornate weapons, shields, and farm paintings are displayed throughout the villa. Squawking parrots and gilded cages can be seen everywhere. A beautiful couch sits as you guys see two giant gladiators. They look fucking cock diesel. Oi, welcome. Wakanda will be with you in a moment. Sit down, enjoy yourselves. There's a pond right there if you want to look at the fish.
Tristan goes, lovely. I love fish. Sir Tristan, clanks off to look at the fish.
They're carp. They're koi. They're beautiful. They look like they would taste awful, but they're relaxing.
Swamp goes to look at him as well. Just almost sitting down, just looking at them.
It's tranquil still. Swamp, as you sit in this silence, it kind of brings you nostalgia of the time you sitting alone in the temples. That same piece of yin and yang swirling through the water as you see one koi orange and black and another one orange and white circling each other, chasing each other.
Time long gone. Pretty far away from those.
Where the fuck is my... Okay, that's a... Oh. Oh, here we go, NPC.
Everything's going on. Thwomp tries to grab the attention of the fisherman, waving his hands around in the water to see if they follow.
They seem to be not paying attention. They seem to almost be locked in what looks like a forever duel motion. But you guys see someone walk out. Good evening. Hello. Welcome to my home. I guess a lot of you with Mordekaiser's Vanguard, correct?
Yeah, well, we work for them, at the very least. Sir Tristan, you must be the merchant prince. Sir Tristan bows.
Oh, yes, no need for formalities. My name is Wakanga Otamu, merchant prince, dinosaur racer extraordinaire. If you're not the Mordekaiser's Vanguard, what do I have the pleasure of calling you as a group?
Sir Tristan, thanks for a second. It's like, hold on a second. It's like Sir Tristan grabs Ridley and Yarrow, and it's like, what are we calling ourselves?
Aaron, you're muted, by the way. I don't know if you're here.
I am. I'm listening, and Ridley is kind of just hanging back, listening and waiting.
Well, until I can call you guys something, I'll just refer to you as Mordekaiser's Vanguard because that is his contract to this. So I've asked you guys to come here to talk about the death curse in great detail because, unfortunately, me speaking of the death curse out in public causes panic, and so I ask you to keep the formalities to a low. The panic to a low by not mentioning it out in front of people. A lot of people are afraid of magic. A lot of people are weary of death, and so we're trying to keep it
hush hush.
Correct.
Have you tried calling the curse, the puppy curse or something like that? I don't know. I feel like there are some things you can work with.
The puppy curse.
Death curse. Death curse is just a hell of a name, man.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely is a name. I'm not the one who gave it. Unfortunately, it's that fucking psychopath Mordekaiser who said it. Because he described it as averting death by all costs and taking the souls to one place. It really made no sense to me, but then I started realizing what was happening. Follow me, will you?
Sir Tristan goes, oh, and I was also supposed to give you this. Sir Tristan reaches into his pocket and he hands the letter that was supposed to go to Wakanga.
Wakanga, yeah. The letter, he takes it open and reads, Wakanga. Unfortunately, most heroes in the realm have either passed or who have been brought back are losing their strength. This is all I can give you. Please guide them. It may take a while, but every day that passes, everyone slowly withers away. I'd say we probably have 2 years left before all of those who are in the realm souls are forever trapped. Make sure you give them good guidance and to find our king. Ron. Right. Okay, this is from an old friend of mine. He's kind of a psycho, but he's a good guy. So, apparently, you guys got a little bit of a time limit here. They say 2 days, but they say 2 years till we have about that amount of time, but 2 years for maybe the most strongest. The most people who've been brought back who are weak probably have about 2 days, unfortunately. Apparently, every time you know, if you die, and this is around the world, you can't be brought back. You're forever dead. And your soul isn't gone beyond. It is stuck in a place liminal between the weave. We don't know where they're going. We don't know where they are. And unfortunately, those who've been brought back from the dead, souls are being eaten alive by some type of, I guess the best word would be soulmongerer. And so I venture you all to try to find some clues in the region. There are some temples that have ancient knowledge. Unfortunately, the flaming fists do not allow us non-adventurers, and that's what they deemed us. Those native to Chult, we call them non-adventurers, are not allowed to go into the forest, face jail time or death. There is a faction of the Order of the Iron Gauntlet out at Camp Vengeance. You could seek them for advice if you'd like. However, looking at a lot of you, as he looks at you guys, maybe you should get some money up and maybe help around the town a little bit before thinking about going to the forest. None the wiser, a lot of you might not last a couple days, if I'm going to be real.
So just a nod to approval.
Sorry, go ahead.
So just a nod to approval. I quite agree. It's a poor form to go out into a new foreign land such as and dangerous as this without, not getting our bearings first. Especially given what we suffered on our way here.
Weirdly, when he hears his friend say, "I agree," is like, excuse me? I have questions. So we're supposed to go out to into the jungle to avert your death curse. For if I'm to understand, people who have already been brought back from the dead. Now let me ask. I, for one, have never had the fortune of being stabbed to death and being brought back to the death. And if I had been stabbed to death, everybody I know would have left me there and told me sucks to suck. So why should we care for, I don't know, sounds like a certain number of these people have already had their chance. Maybe they don't deserve to be brought back or kept alive. What are we, what's our problem here? Why do we care?
Tristan goes, well, barring that question that you just asked, which is a good question in of itself, so souls being trapped and being tangled is something that doesn't affect just the dead or people brought back to life. It's something that can affect us all. Like, the amount of chaos that could be caused by souls getting trapped like that is immeasurable. Like, it could be for just today, and maybe in the 2 years, that it's just the people that we just mentioned, the people being resurrected. But who knows, if we allowed this problem to fester, it could easily warp out of control and thus affect the living.
Anything affecting death affects the living, as death is anything and everything that will become of us when we eventually expire. Anything that is causing any problems when it comes to that will affect us all. You may not think that but why does it affect me? It will. You will die. I will die. We will all die. Death is an inevitability. It's the final sentence of any.
But even today, there are changes being brought forth. I mean, for example, that devil fruit and that curse. Who knows what that curse could be? In fact, it could be the very reaction of the cosmos itself trying to balance things, and it's taking people to correct this mistake that is going on.
And if I can interject, Kalen says, technically, souls have tremendous power. You can take a soul and turn it into a soul coin, and that soul coin can buy you immense strength. Now, that is very taboo science, and so I don't necessarily dabble in it. However, I can imagine if you have one soul coin that can give you immeasurable strength, what it would be like if you had a realm of soul coins. I don't know what that would look like, honestly.
A person with that much power would not be should not be trusted at all.
Right, and it's not. Correct me if I'm wrong here, Wakanga. You said that the death curse is people who have died cannot come back, and those who have died are withering away, correct? Yes, that's correct. And so, in that the case, if, let's say, I don't know, a fucking dragon came out and did a giant laser beam and destroyed my friend Ridley here, he'd be ashes and none the wiser, right? I mean, yeah.
That is, yes, how I always expected to go out, correct.
Ridley, you fool. Death is nothing but a transference of soul and power. You can be brought back. I mean, it'd take the right person, but you can. Not its final stage. Unless you choose to go. Some paladins and other fucking weirdos who think these gods are like, deities, they like going to wherever they go. But it's very real. Death is real. But it's also very negatable, if that's a word. Malleable. It's not inevitable, but it's inevitable, but it's not permanent sometimes.
Ridley is just gonna mutter to himself and say, "Well, nobody gave a shit about my soul before," and then step into the background.
All right, got a sus little brat here. Okay.
Let him sort it out. I could tell he's a troubled soul. Criminals and ne'er-do-wells, they get a bad rap, but they're just people like us.
I mean, I don't even look at him as is this guy a criminal? What the fuck?
Citrus goes, I'm not sure, but he strikes me as one.
Hey, we're all criminals on some levels. Don't be rude.
Kaylin kind of just gives you a blank stare.
I don't want to bring up the things you did with your second cousin, and he glares at whoever he's talking to. He doesn't know who he's talking to. He's just throwing a Hail Mary out of spite.
Ridley, which one are you? Are you this one or this one?
I don't know. I don't see my... I see black. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got to zoom in. Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, this is so much scarier now that I can see what's going on. Yeah, I'm sitting in the corner.
All right. Well, a lot of you are going to need some work, and I have work for you. There's some things I need. You can do it for me. I'll pay you 10% of whatever you collect. I need you to head down to the Executioner's Run and collect the debt for me. Her name is Kalu. She's a bookie down Executioner's Run, and she's been, she owes me some fucking money, okay? The dinosaur races, they didn't go her way, and the person who's supposed to collect my debt is missing, and so I need you to go and find Kalu, and have her pay me back my 500 gold. And I'll pay you the 50 gold for it, and whatever you keep there is yours, obviously. I'm not going to look the other way. I do ask, though, not to kill anybody, because the Flaming Fist will annihilate you if you kill someone outright. But do what you must.
So Justin goes, I think a little talk in a chat will fix the problem. Like, after all, it is always, orderly to pay back your debts as much as humanly possible.
Wonderful. All right. Okay. Here's your Here's a description of her. Can I show you? Do I have a player's handout for Kalu? Kalau. Oh, Kalau. Kalahu. Okay.
Real
You're
quick,
not.
because I couldn't find my notebook for a bit. The two attributes of the death curse. One was that people who are resurrected have been withering away. What was the other one?
If you die, you cannot be brought back. Your soul is not. The soul is not parted, and thus it cannot be brought back from the realm that it's parted from. It is trapped somewhere.
Thank you.
Okay, he gives you a description. I can't find her. So the description of her is she's a dark-skinned woman with an afro. She has a red bandana, a slash across her eyes with light brown eyes, and she has ear piercings, and she wearing like a collared, not collared, but like a pirate's looking type shirt. She's a thug that can be found down in Executioner's Run. And Executioner's Run is where you guys are actually just at, down near the Temple of Tamora. Actually, no, I lied. Executioner's Run is on the other side of town, in the other poverty part side of town, where a bunch of no good people live. And that is, I think that's what we're going to call it for tonight. I'm going to call it early.